Hello everyone, I'm the champ, Torisho Tsimera Tupamang. Welcome to the Impact Show. This is episode number 5. We are moving forward, we are continuing. Thank you for liking, thank you for commenting, and thank you for subscribing. Remember, we are on YouTube at Torisho Tsimera 6033, TikTok, The Impact Show, Facebook, Torisho Tsimera, Instagram, Torisho Tsimera. Today, we are talking entrepreneurship. I'm not alone, I'm with Brati, that's how I call him in our space. But I will give him an opportunity to introduce himself before we get down and break down the issues. Thank you. Time.
Hello everyone, my name is Tshenolo Galeboe and I am one of the invited guests today to come and talk more about the entrepreneurship journey and how things goes on. So once again, thank you Mr. T for having invited me through to the Impact Show. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Time. Team today.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's good. Thank you for coming. I know you have been very busy. We struggled to schedule this session, but your sacrifices I appreciate it. We're talking entrepreneurship today. So first of all, I'll just want you to tell us what exactly are you doing? What is your business and what is your business all about? Okay, maybe we should start there.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Once again, I'm Tshenolo. I'm the founder and the director of Tshenologaleboe Enterprise P2 Ltd, with the division of automotive underneath. So we currently specialize in automotive in a nutshell. We do repairs on cars, particularly on engines, gearboxes, and suspensions, and you name them on the services. So yes, that's basically what we're doing into our automotive industry.
Okay. You said the name of the company again?
Tshenologaleboe Enterprise P2 Ltd.
P2 Ltd. So you don't do panel beating and stuff?
At the moment,
you don't do it yet?
We're only focused on repairing the engines or the movable parts of the engines. As to the automotive, maybe it's something that we'll do in the near future, but we just focused on creating a brand and creating a name for ourselves into the automotive industry.
Great stuff. How long have your business been running?
The business has been registered since it has been registered in 2018, but its operation started in January 2020. Yes, 2020. That's when we started with the operation. Up until now, so I would say we've just celebrated our 6th year into the industry, having been into the industry.
No, great stuff, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
You must keep going. Are you focusing on all types of cars, or there are specific cars that you focus on? Like maybe it's only dealing with this particular brand, maybe it's VW only, or there are all kinds of cars?
Okay, because of being not that old into the industry and trying to secure a market in a particular way, we are actually not focused on a particular brand or a particular make, but we're currently working on all brands.
Okay.
But we believe that when time allows and when we've seen that we've grown in a certain area of aspect, that's when we'll be focusing on specializing. But I mainly prefer, it's my preference, I prefer the VWs and the Audis, because I feel that they are the cars that are in line with what I believe I need to grow myself into. So we at the moment we're not having any specialty. We're just working on every brand. But due to through the growth that we'll be having, we'd like to part ways with many dealerships or many brands, but being focused strictly on the VW, or let me say the German manufactured machines.
Oh, okay. No, there's nothing wrong with specializing. The industry is big.
It's very broad.
Yeah, so it's very broad. So you can choose a specific area that you can specialize in.
Yes. To emphasize or to add on something, the reason why I think we ought to specialize is because having passed through these years that we've been in the industry, I've picked up that in terms of tools, we can't acquire all tools.
Okay.
Tools are very expensive.
Okay.
So in a manner that if we have to buy all tools, we find ourselves not being able to fit in the industry. But if we particularly focus on one brand, grow ourselves, and then go to another brand, I think that goes with the tool acquiring. So if we have to have a particular tool, we know that because we're a specialist of such brand, and then we will be acquiring certain brands of tools and certain tools for particular brand.
Okay, that's the thinking behind. Okay, no, I understand now.
Yes, sir.
Your business is located in Northern Cape Province, in the town of Kuruman.
Yes.
In a place, I don't know if I should call it a village or at Diamond View. It's a new developing place. Is there any, people will say you have to choose the right location for the business and so on and so forth. Was there any thinking behind specifically Diamond View, or it was because of you maybe find a land that you feel it's enough for your business, something like that?
Honestly, I would say when I started the journey of entrepreneurship, I never had such stuff in mind.
Okay.
Due to be not being taught about certain things. When I started the journey, I was just blank. I wanted to work on cars because I found that it's the passion that I had. At the same time, I've qualified into the industry, but I was just doing it for the sake of doing it. But when the business grew, I started realizing that, you know, things of the Lord. When the Lord has appointed you, He has appointed you.
Yeah.
So I found myself residing in Diamond View, not knowing what was the reason. But I just got a space and then started operating and then doing my things. I later on found that in the place where we're situated currently, it's a place where most businesses are dominated in. So I would say
it's a strategic place. It's located in a good place. Yeah.
But when I had it in mind, I never had a specific places to where do I want to operate.
In the beginning.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
But I currently found myself that I'm at the right spot and I'm at the hot spot of operating.
Yeah.
So I would say that due to having chosen Diamond View, I really never had anything in mind, but I just chose a place and at the end, I'm seeing the results. That I chose the right place and I chose the right spot to operate this automotive business in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's good. I see, but in the pavement, so it's much better for the business as well.
We are getting there.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. You said something, you qualified into the industry. Tell me, man, from an employee mindset to a businessman mindset, what changed in that time? What was the mind? Take us through the mindset shift. Or, you know what, I can't be waking up and going to this place every day. I can do this for myself on my own and actually get a living from it. What changed in your mindset in that process?
I'd say having registered the business on its own proved to me or gave me an indication that one of the good days I want to see myself being an entrepreneur. So having went through the process of being at a mine and working at a mine and being an employee there, I picked up that most of us, the artisans or people that are into the engineering department, we ought to be qualified and we just stick there. We do not want to grow.
Yeah.
We just want to see ourselves. Yeah. One of the things that motivated me was finding myself that I used to complain about the salary. I used to feel that the salary that I was getting was not sufficient enough to have the end meet. One of the things that I would say also influenced was when you've got your superior or people that are above you
positions,
when they had to resolve matters and you find yourself resolving matters for them. It gave me an idea, or it gave me a shift that if I can do this at my work area, it means if I do it for myself, it will be I benefiting. So for everything that I will be getting will be not for a particular company, but will be for myself. So if I can be able to bring a change to one institute, if I need to do it for myself, it means it's going to come in manifold. So having driven by that, I found myself having to drift away from being an employee and to be an employer myself or to be an owner myself.
Yes.
And one of the things that I say also played a role was doing something that I loved.
That you're passionate about.
It was something that I was passionate about, and it was something that I grew up with. or I grew up holding on to it.
Oh, okay.
My father, the late father,
Okay.
used to be an assistant mechanic.
Okay.
So a lot of things that he used to do, I'd pick 1-2 things and find that interesting. Finding myself dirty would also motivate me.
Okay.
So having found myself in the industry and having to look back, I found that the dirtiness that I used to be and that I used to find myself in was actually not me wanting to be dirty, but was me having a passion on
that particular
field.
Oh, okay.
So it's what inspired me. So I ultimately had to leave, and I left and I started my company, and here I am.
Here you are now. So yeah, that's good, man. So when you grew up, like you say, your father was an assistant mechanic, and then you will also be there assisting and all those kind of things. So you managed to say, okay, when I finish school, I'm following this path. You didn't deviate, maybe try other career paths. You stuck strictly to it, and you knew already what you were going to do professionally in terms of academics, so that you can qualify into this space.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
When I finished my matric, what was running in my mind was due to the background at my home.
Yeah, yes.
I wanted to work that I can provide.
Right, yes.
Now, having found an opportunity to be one of the students at Kumani, brought all those things back. And having seen my dad being in the path and me venturing into the path also, I found it interesting and I found it motivating. And I really never paid much attention when I was growing up to such stuff. But ultimately, when I was into the industry and having to relate back, I started counting that, because my dad has been and I've been, now this is now making sense. So having to tap into the industry was one of the easiest things, because the things that I was being taught at my workplace is the things that I already knew.
Been exposed to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was I was served in a silver platter, I would say, because everything that I was introduced into, I had a bit of knowledge about
it, yes.
And I had a bit of experience about. Physically, I used to work on them, and I used to also study about them. So having to move from school and go to do your career in that area was one of the easiest things that I adapted to.
No, I think I have to say 2 things before I proceed to the next question. Firstly, we need to thank your late father, man. May his soul rest in peace. You know, the Jewish and other nations, where the son becomes what the father was. And he did not discourage you when you were developing interest in what he was doing. He allowed you to explore, to learn, and when you finally decided to grow, decided to follow the same path, he didn't discourage you. Because sometimes parents will discourage you and say, don't be like me. Like sometimes because of that speech. I think we should appreciate him for that.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. So, and for my side, my brother, my brother, he said to me, he called me and he said, you must go to the college. When you get there, tell them I'm here to register for fitting. So I went there. I don't even know what is fitting. I said, I'm here for fitting. You understand what I'm saying? And but later on, I learned to respect it and love, and I'm very passionate about it now. You understand? But at as opposed to your situation, I was not. It was not something that I had pre-knowledge of. You understand, or something that I had interest in the beginning. So your journey is quite interesting in that sense. Tell me, Timen, did you resign and start a business? Or did you register a business, start it whilst you are still an employee? Take us through that, because some people, they will say, no, you know what? Some, they are even fed up with their jobs, to be honest, and say, and they resign and then they go start. Or how did it work out for you?
Okay, the business was registered in 2018, whilst I was still an employee to the S-Man.
Okay.
So, when you are an employee to the mine, or to a certain institute, and you find yourself being interested in doing your side hustles for the same things that you're doing at work, there's a word that they normally use, that you are having a conflict of interest. I registered the business wanting to do different things from doing automotive. But then when I sat down, I realized that I know nothing besides automotive,
yes.
I know nothing besides fixing cars. I know nothing besides repairing machineries. So being being an auto electrician in the mining field and having to do my things on my side, I found that I won't be able to serve both at the same time because they both require time.
Time consumption.
It means if I'm a straight shift worker, I need to work my 7 to 4, and then when I knock off, I need to continue with my duties. One particular thing that I think in most cases we do miss is we do not give our bodies enough time to rest.
Yeah.
So we'll be going with the mentality that I'll do my 7 to 4 and then I'll do my side hustle.
My side hustle, yeah.
So I found that also a conflict of interest with my current work that I'm doing. That if I need to do mechanical work or the electrical work that I'm doing at work and then having to knock off to do the very same thing, I'll end up getting tired of doing it. Now I had to choose between the two.
Which one? Yeah.
Do I go and become an employee or do I go and further continue with my company?
Yes.
So that's when I came with a conclusion that I think it's better to go and be an employee and an employer to myself. That's when I had to resign. The story of resigning it's one of the amazing stories to myself.
Yes.
I found myself not having an interest to work for the mine anymore.
It was dead. It was nothing that you felt.
None of my superiors, none of the friends, none of anyone could convince me to continue.
Did they try to convince you?
They tried.
Okay.
A lot of them tried. Even after my resignation, they also tried convincing that I think you are making a very big mistake.
Do you know what you are doing?
Do you know the field that you are tipping into? How cruel is it? So, having said that, or them having said that, prepared my mind that if these people are saying this, it means they're speaking from difference, from an experience. So it means if I live here, I have to go to wherever I want to go to. And I had it in my mind and I programmed it already in my mind that if I leave this place, I will never come to this place
again
as an employee.
I'm gone.
I would rather do it as a contractor, but not to be an employee reporting to somebody else. So I'll report to myself. I'll report to someone else if I've subbed underneath.
Yeah, as a subcontractor.
But having to come back to the mine is something that I will never do. And having left there, there's many challenges that one faced through the journey. That made me regret the decision that I made along the line.
Okay.
And I remember there was this other time when I left at the mine, my car was not yet fully paid.
Okay.
So
you're still paying monthly installments.
I had debts to take care of. And I had a family to take care of.
Yes.
And I had a wife to cater for also.
The kids.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the pressure that I was running under, or the pressure that I was in, made me to regret my decisions along the way. And having to think that I used to get a salary, a guaranteed salary.
For sure,
for a month, I've got this much of an amount.
Yeah, you know.
Now, having to tap into nothing.
That space where you can't guarantee anything.
You find yourself that for the entire month, you only worked on 2 cars that gave you about 2% of what you were getting
at the mine.
It gives you stress at the workplace that you are in. It gives you stress that you can no longer provide like you used to. Now, your family members no longer sees you like someone that they used to recognize and see.
Yeah.
They now see someone who is failing in life, and your partner on the other hand no longer feels safe.
Yeah. That security, that stability.
Nothing is there.
Yeah.
And worst case is when nothing is there, tangible to prove that there's greener pastures into the industry. Nothing is there to validate your reasoning of having resigned.
Because you can't back up your words with anything that is tangible.
You've got cars that you worked on and clients that haven't paid you. And at times, there's few cars that you worked on that did not give you much to survive. Because when I started the business, I was no longer living the life that I wanted to live. I was living to survive.
Now.
So there was nothing to validate the reasons as to why I resigned. and that brought the
stress.
I wanted to go back.
Yeah.
But I had it in my mind that when I left in where I was working at or where I was employed,
Yes.
I promised myself that I will never go back to that area.
You made a vow to yourself.
I vowed to myself.
Yeah.
And I remember there was this other night I was at my work area and I wept. I sat in the dark and I wept.
Alone.
None was there. I was an employee to myself. I was basically in management.
You were everything.
I was everything into the company. So I sat there and I cried, man. Bitterly so. And sometimes you make decisions, and then when things are rough, we start to blame God and ask God for intervention. When we started, we failed to invite him.
In the first place.
And now when things are no longer moving as to how we planned, we now want to shift the blame
to him.
We fail to take accountability of our own decisions. So I wept and I found myself talking to myself, telling myself that if I want to live a good life that I promised myself and that I promised my family, crying is not going to help me. And having to feel sorry for myself,
it's not going to help you.
It's not going to help me.
You must make this thing work.
I now need to make this thing altogether work. And it has to work not to keep people happy and not to impress people, but it has to work that I need to reap from. That's when I started doing my things strategically.
Okay.
And then that's when I started getting introduced into marketing. That one of the things that kills businesses is not marketing.
Not marketing.
So let me market my business.
Okay.
And let me try to do things differently. There's many workshops around the area. So
what makes yours unique?
What makes mine different? Special and unique and different?
Yeah.
That's what retrieved the business back. And having to do things how I wished people should do them to me is what changed the company.
Okay.
Because I felt that if I take my car to a certain mechanic and he doesn't satisfies me with the quality of work that I need,
why would I take it back again?
Why would I take it back again? And I developed the mentality that I need to produce quality of work and I need to satisfy my clients and I need to make sure that the work that I do, even though there's many that can do it, but it has to be unique. How I do my inspection has to be different from other workshops. And here we are today.
I can assure you are doing a good work. That's why my car, no one touches my car. You remember? You remember it stayed a long time. I was like, T-Man, I told someone that no one is touching this car except you. No.
Sure.
Let's go back a little bit because you said a mouthful, my guy. So you do admit that there were those days where things were tough and the thought of going back to be an employee crossed your mind. Because some people will think, once you say, okay, I'm making this decision, I'm resigning, I'm going to work for myself, you will never have those thoughts again crossing your mind, those questions, did I make the right thing, merit call? So there were times where you thought, maybe I must go back, or maybe I made a mistake. There were moments and days like that because of the struggle that was there, that we were facing.
Are we talking of the current situation?
No, back then.
Back then,
when you started, like when you said things were tough, sometimes you were crying alone in your workshop. So there were moments, you guarantee, you affirm that there were times where you felt like, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I must go back to being an employee.
There were times that I feel that it's now time to accept the reality. Maybe I'm not meant for this. Maybe it's meant for others. But as for me, I think this is not the right path for me. But like I stated before, or initially, what I vowed to myself when I left the mine area was I'm not gonna live the life that people want me to live, but I'll live according to my means. So having went through such and having observed and went through those tough rough patches of life, I find myself not going back again. And I think the part of regretting has been, and to the current will never be.
It will never be, yes.
Because some of us got into the entrepreneurship without understanding what is entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
We just got in and others sold us ideas that if you get into the entrepreneurship,
It's like this, it's like that.
There's money there, there's a luxurious life, there's cars that you want to drive, you will build mansions and they are selling us true things but not preparing us for the wage.
For the work that has to be put in.
They're not telling us that when you get there, you're going to face late night works, you're going to sleep late night, you're going to do all the work yourself, and they're not telling us in a nutshell as to what are you will be facing.
Disappointment by clients.
Disappointments and all those things, none has prepared me for such.
Okay.
So it's me just waking up and deciding that no, I think it's the right time for me to go and do things because my mind and how things were at the work area were going. I found that if I can be able to do it, that's one of the reasons. If I can be able to do it for the mind, it means I can do it for myself. But I never prepared myself for the struggles that I will meet along the way.
Timen, what do you attribute to being the main factor during that rough time for you to keep going? Was it, sometimes people want to know, they are aspiring business people who might not necessarily want to be in the automotive space, but in other businesses. The going is tough. Will you say the main thing that contributed, was it prayer? Was it having a mentor? Was it, I'm going to do this? Was it the wife's support? Obviously, there are a couple of reasons, but maybe one or two or one thing that for you stand out that helped you to keep going and go through those dark days when things were tough.
When I went through the draft patch, it was. Remember, I just resigned in January, and then
you resigned in January
2020, and for a matter of fact, I resigned with immediate effect.
Yeah.
I never gave in notice. I never served any notice.
Sure.
I just decided to. But I felt that I'm fed up with this workplace.
Yeah. Understandable.
I no longer wanna do things how they are being done, but I wanna do things my way. So, having resigned and back, we have been hit with a lockdown. 3 months into
COVID
operation, now COVID strikes in, and then you go through the rough patches.
Yeah.
And then when you grew up, you saw your dad working so that you guys can survive. He was not giving us the luxurious life that we'd want.
He was doing his best.
He was doing his best so that we can survive. And having observed him, having retired and having not enjoyed his retirement, I think played a very big role to keep me going. Because I made a vow to myself that for how this old man lived is not how I'm going to live. Now he retired, and the money that he retired with, or how he retired, he had to still build for us at that age. So I don't want to find myself retiring and having to come and start a project here.
Yeah.
So I have to do things different. Now, first of all, this man has to reap what he has built. So I need to make him proud.
Yeah.
When he mentions me, he needs to be proud
and smiling.
He shouldn't find any shame in mentioning my name in amongst his friends or amongst people that he's associating with. So I need to make him proud, and he has to feel proud. He must feel proud that I bear a son, and a son comes and take care of me. So what helped me was I need to make this old man proud. And now at times when I'm passing through that rough patch, I would go to him and tell him that I think things are no longer moving the way I wanted, and he will encourage me that amongst all, you need to pray. I think what's going to keep you is prayer. And that's when I started paying attention to that I grew up in this household where we are praying, and along the line you even forget that there's prayer.
Yes, prayer,
Has to carry
as you
you.
grow.
So he reminds me that you won't be able to make it by yourself. But if God is not involved, you're going to fail.
You're going to fail.
Now it's me going back and having to observe that it's me having to go and pray, invite him. But the main reason that kept me going was I have to keep him proud. I know that I then had a wife and I had siblings to take care of.
Yeah.
But primarily what kept me going strong was this
This
man.
man.
I need to keep him happy.
Yeah.
And I need to keep him proud.
Yeah.
And I need to. I was basically doing it for him.
For him.
That one of the good days he would find in himself living the kind of life that he wanted to live.
Yeah.
Because he's brought us up and I've seen the struggle. Now he doesn't have to feel the struggle anymore. I need to take punches
Talk
for
about the
him.
father figure.
So he's the main character that played a very huge role in my life.
Yeah.
Hence, one of the contributing factors to have been enduring this industry was I need to keep him proud.
Proud, yes.
So basically, I was doing it for my dad.
Yeah.
Let me say for my late dad. So I had to work hard and I had to go extra miles and I had to do things that normal people are not doing. I'm not getting tired even if I'm tired.
Because of the old man.
Because of the old man.
Yeah.
My wife at times would complain that or would compare that.
Yeah.
I sometimes feel like you love your dad more than you do to me. And I would explain to her that it's me not comparing when I come to this particular project
Yes.
or to this particular matter.
Yeah.
It's me not comparing as to who do I love most and who do I love less.
Yes.
But it's about how this man has raised me.
Sure.
There's this other time my mom was telling us that my dad used to get 50 rand. And how many were we?
50 rand.
We were in a household. We were 5. No, we were 7. We were 7. It's my mom, dad, and
The siblings.
I was the last born.
Okay.
My mom used to tell me that when you were born and when you were about 5, your dad used to get paid 50 rand.
Jesus.
Back then, there was a lot of money.
Of course, yes, it was. Yeah.
But then having to think how
Yeah, Timmy.
If I just
How you had to navigate that to make ends meet in the family.
so that your family can live.
Bruh.
A shelter upon their
Bruh.
head. So that alone made me to realize that a father figure has played a very huge role, and he has done what he had to
do.
If he had better, we would be living a better life. But then how we were living was better life for us, because having seen your parent going through the struggles so that you guys can eat for the night.
Yeah.
Having seen him going through the rains so that you guys can survive. Having seen him waking up even though he was tired so that we can have lunch money for school. Kept me. And having to remember all these things, that's when I responded to my friend and said that it's not me comparing, but it's me appreciating what has brought me to this far.
Yeah, to this point.
So I would say he is the main reason why
it's understood. It's understood, man.
He's the main reason.
No, it's understood. It's understood. The role of a father. We'll talk about the role of a father figure one day.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Tell me, Timen, or tell us, there are a lot of mechanics. You know, you mutzilling out some yard, every yard, there's a scrap yard, everybody's doing what they are doing. What made you professionalize your career and get it your business and get it registered? No, I'm not just going to be another guy in the corner or Zandikansi. I'm going to register this thing. I'm going to run it professionally and even employ people. Take us through that thinking. What made you want to register it?
Okay. When I thought of registering a business, like I stated earlier, I had nothing in particular. Nothing in mind that I just registered a business.
Okay.
And having had people sharing with you, others will share their light testimonies that I've been into the business industry and I'm making lots of millions.
Yeah.
And picturing yourself that if it's me making such kind of millions, it means life can be softer. So I just registered the business for the sake of registering.
Okay.
And when I started the automotive or the workshop, I went around Mutivistadt and the neighboring areas, and I saw how they started businesses. I would say 95% of the workshops that are there, that have been and that are to come, we are our start point is having shenting mole, and then writing painting, and then that's how we are starting it.
Yes.
And I sat and told myself that I need to do it differently. I need to build a workshop, because a lot of them are starting the same way. Now, if I have to start the same way, I'm gonna be left at
that issue that makes you unique.
There's many of them. Why should we take your cut yours?
Yeah, exactly.
So I had to think of something that I had to be outstanding. I had to be unique in my own way.
Yeah.
So registering the business was just registering a business, but choosing what to do was what made me to go around and do a bit of research and understand that how are these people rolling this thing. And starting the workshop, there's about more than 50 workshops more around the areas.
Yes.
So what's going to make mine unique? I must build.
Yes.
I built, and I thought to myself, because I've built, now what do I do? Having passed through the hardships.
Yes.
I mustn't do it the way they do it.
Okay.
Initially, you would come to my workshop, and then I would just leave what I was doing and attend to you.
Yeah.
But at the current state, you must set an appointment.
Appointments, Papa.
So I had that in mind, but how life happened, it's some sort of delayed.
Oh, okay.
So registering a business is what I did, and what I had to do, or the work that I was conducting, was what had to be unique. That I need to build, I need to see myself at a hot spot where people can see me, where everyone can find me.
Yeah.
And when people does that, when they get to my workplace, they must find that the person that is always proclaiming what he proclaims is the man himself doing the work.
Yeah.
You find that there are people that to this date would bring their cars to my workshop and expect that I must be the only person
who touches who works on the cars.
If the car is not being touched by me, rather they go somewhere else. So I believe that, on the other hand, it's me went through a certain portion of life that I went through to realize that I was actually producing quality of work. And there's many workshops, but he decided to come here.
And look specifically for you.
And I'm telling you, I still have people that would drive all the way from Rustenburg
just to come to you.
For the service that is provided by Citizen, to come and work on the car, to come in as little things as doing a maintenance service. They would drive all the way to come and change oil filter and air filter. I mean, how many kilos from here to Rustenburg?
That's the trust that they have on you, the faith. And
having went through that, it's something that I had in mind, that I need to be unique, and I have to be different. I don't have to do how the system does it, but I have to, I would say, if it's a case, I have to break the case. How these guys are doing this, I must change a little bit and do it this way.
And it works for you.
When people come to my premises, they shouldn't find a shed there and filled with a lot of cars. They must find a proper workshop where they are guaranteed that their cars
are safe.
So I would say that's the contributing factor that I had when I started working on cars. That I just don't have to wake up and decide that I'm gonna be a mechanic, because there's many mechanics, but I have to do it in a unique way that's going to lend me where I am today.
Take us through the process of registering a business. Some people who don't have knowledge don't think it's a long process, it's once this and that. Can you just take us through that process when you were registering your business?
One of the simplest things one can go through.
Okay.
I would say before, from the things that I've learned from the mistakes that I went into. Do not rush to register a business if we can pass through that before. Do not rush to register a business without having a vision.
No, let's go through it.
If you have a vision is going to give you a proper name for the business. Now, when you're registering a business and you have a vision, you are required to have full 4 names.
Okay.
And then to the CIPC they will choose
one out of the 4 names.
If one of the names isn't mentioned anywhere and is not appearing on the database, it's going to be selected. So let me say this. I chose Tshenolo Galeboe Holdings.
Okay.
And I chose Tshenolo's Auto Repair Center.
Okay.
And I chose Tshenolo Ntshidise. My wife is in Ntshidise. Tshenolo Ntshidiseng's workshop.
Okay.
And lastly, I had Ntshidise Enterprise.
Ntshidise Enterprise, yes.
And to my surprise, when I thought that the listed 3 businesses will be chosen, business that I listed that will be chosen, or the name that I listed that will be chosen,
was the one that was chosen.
So it's so important that when you do want to register a business, you must be sure. If it's given a name, it's given a name, and a name has to work for itself. So if you decide that you're going to just give any names and then you wanna go for a proper name or one suiting name,
it might not be chosen, that name,
and that name is not chosen, that alone,
you did injustice to yourself.
It's going to drag you through the mud.
So even the 4 names that you are submitting, you must make sure that either one that is chosen, you will still be satisfied. Even
if it's the name that you list had, but it's got a significant meaning in life. It's something that's going to carry you. So if you register a business, 4 names will be produced, and you will register the business. 1 will be picked up, and then after being picked up, and then you have to start with the compliance. When I started, I never knew what is compliance. I just knew that I've registered the business. I never knew anything about the BBBE. I never knew anything about the CSD. I never knew anything about the business plan, the business profile. I just knew that I registered the business.
I'm ready to roll.
And I'm now ready to roll. And it's now my platform to go and make money. But funny enough, that's not how I anticipated it. Having to go through the compliance saves you time, that when you now start to work, you know that you're no longer going to be worried about, I get the real CSD. Now for the government tenders, I don't have a CSD. If you are not on CSD portal, you can't render services to government entities. And if you don't have a BBBE, mining sectors won't consider you
at all.
And if you don't have the good standing, the mines won't even consider you. So compliance is registration of business and compliance. Then when you are done, you start diving into what you need to drive your business. And then you need to have the vision, like I initiated. You need to have your mission, and you need to have values that carries your business. And then you need to be the business yourself.
You yourself.
And the sacrifices that you'll be making therein, you should be prepared for. And the struggles that you'll be getting in, the lies that you will be sold, you must be prepared that what you've been sold can literally become a lie. That there's this other guy that I won't mention his name. He once told me that, my guy, through this entrepreneurship thing, we are making a lot of money. And because I was curious, when you say a lot of money, to me,
you wanted the figures.
To me, 50 rand can be a lot of money, but to someone else,
it's nothing.
50 rand is nothing. Can be spent within 5 minutes. So I wanted to know the figures, and he said to me that things like Boma. And then he mentioned that, my guy, Boma 2M. And I'm there, I'm thinking that
this guy.
As an individual. This was our monthly budget.
And
only on the auto electrical side. We're not mentioning the mechanical side.
Right,
only on the electrical was our budget. Now this guy is getting our budget. And having to go through what I went through, I learned that there was nothing of such.
Okay.
He was just selling me dreams of other people.
Okay.
So it's him here, and then selling you this
image.
And then because Marata hele, and then you dive into the pool. Deep side. Then I realized, no man, I had to start with this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
So along the way, I failed some of the things that I had to do. The money thing. I dived into the business because I knew that there's a lot of money. When I went through the struggles, I now learned true meanings of being an entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So once you went through such, and you know that the sacrifices that you have to make, and you are making them, and you are conducting yourself in a professional manner. Then I say, when you've got a business that is flourishing and running smoothly, there won't be a need for you to be running around, because you started the right way.
The right way.
Yes.
Tell me, T-Man, how has, look, in all honesty, you are a black man, you are a young black man, you are located in a black area predominantly. How has your business been received in the black community? Sitting there, you look, you reflect. Maybe it changed from time to time. Maybe during the struggle, you felt this energy from the community. Maybe now things have shifted a little bit. But how do you feel that your business as a young entrepreneur, black man, has your business been received in the black community?
Let me start by saying, I had a mentality that white guys are the ones that are doing best work. And if your business is being supported by white people, it means
it's legit. It's
legit. And if white people come to your company, it means there's something that they've seen, and then you have a true support. And I ran with that for about a year or two.
That mindset.
I had the mindset that if you're being supported by black people, know that you're not going to be supported, but you're just going to be dragged. You'll be a charity case.
Yeah.
Or you'll be
milked and
you'll just work for people, and you won't see the benefit or the fruits.
Yeah.
Yes. So having changed the mindset that I had, I think that's what drew our people in. Because if I say that white people, if you are being supported by white people, it means your business is now legit and your business is considered successful. Then what about the black people? If I need to be someone's inspiration and someone's motivation, how am I going to be to a black child if I've got that kind of mentality? So because of having a certain mentality, I found that I was not properly received in the black community.
Okay.
And I find that when they had to support you, they would sell you dreams that are
unrealistic. Yeah.
Are not realistic.
Yeah.
They will come and absorb. They will come and use you, and they will come and do all the kinds. It's a black person talking about or having a conversation in his head about black people.
Yeah.
These are the kind of people.
This is how they are. Yeah.
If they go to white workshops, you'll find that they're not even gonna argue anything.
They do what is required of them. No questions, no complaints.
So to us, because I grew in an area where I've seen them doing it, I had it in my mind that because they've done it, it means they will do it to me.
To me as well.
It means they will do it to my kids. So that's how they were.
Yeah.
But having to shift or having to have the shift of mind from thinking bad things about our black people, I think that's what made me to be accepted into the black community, and I think that's what has built the relationship that I'm currently having with the black big businesses, and I think that's what has driven me. That if you set standard for your business, a black person will come and respect it.
They will respect you and the business. They will respect
If you don't set standard, they will come.
You are teaching them how to treat you and how to treat your business.
If they can't make appointments, just budging, and you allow that, they will know that. Whatever they want. But if they know how before you come to the place, you book an appointment, and after booking an appointment, inspect you after it's been inspected, and then you'll be given a detailed report. And then after being given a detailed report, you choose whether you wanna work or you wanna go and regain energy, or you wanna balance your financials. Then when you come and bring the car, you know that the car is in safe hands. So if you can't build systems that helps you to do that, you won't be able to do
this guy. Yeah, but now, when you are talking to me, you bring a lot of things to me. There's this book by Robert Greene, The 48 Laws of Power. There's a law that says, maybe I might not remember the word exactly. It says when you treat yourself like a king,
yes,
people will treat you like a king.
Yes, it starts with you.
It starts with you.
If you can't do it yourself, how do you expect us to do it? I mean, if you expect us to believe that you are a true mechanic, and mechanics do not drive decent cars, how do you expect us to bring decent cars to you? So it has to start so how you conducting yourself is how you're being received.
Yeah.
If ke decide hore no ke tla driver test e makasa, ke tla apara di overload tse di leshwe,
it doesn't matter.
That's how they will treat you. They will know that one. That's how he is. If you go to his workplace, you will find that there's bunch of old cars. You will find that he's only working on old modern cars. But if you change the mindset of how you conducting yourself
and your business,
then that's how we're going to treat you, and that's how we're going to deal with you in that kind of manner. If you want us to respect you, you must respect yourself. Respect us, then we'll respect you. If we have to believe that you are doing quality of work, let us see it first from you. Let your car be in a certain way that we can trust that.
Proper. So you are the face of your own company.
Exactly. Exactly.
So do you so sitting here, you do feel those standards, those systems that you put in place, you do feel like our people are supporting you, your business, and they are respecting you as a black businessman and the standard that you've put in place?
Yes. One of the things that I would say has contributed more into where I am currently is having changed the mindset that I no longer accept anything.
Okay.
If I can make a scenario, if you bring a 1988 model car to me, and you expect me to work on it, the manuals that we currently have starts from 2001 to this date.
Okay.
Now, if you expect me to fix a 1988 car and then charge you based on the model of the car, they are being considered cheaper cars.
Okay.
If your car is cheaper and you expect me to do maintenance or repair your car at a cheaper price, not considering that there's manuals that I need to go and dig, there's subscriptions that I need to go and pay, and there's a lot of things that I need to get.
Because of the model of your car?
Only because of the late model of the car. Do you think if I had to accept that kind of a thing, my workshop would prosper?
No. There's going to be a lot of delays.
So if I accept any kind of a car, it means I don't have standards. And to be honest, if you set standards for yourself, you're not looking down on other people.
Of course.
But
of course.
they're just not the right people for you. There's people that can
Who
be
can
able to
cater
help.
for them out there.
But as for you, someone who has chosen that you want to deal with certain things, you just shift a little bit away from and focus on your target market. One of the things that kills us is we're not even observing on our target market. We just do anything that we have to do for us to survive. And at the end, we call ourselves entrepreneurs. So we need to be selective.
Yeah.
We need to be, other people use the word choosy. We need to be choosy
Yes.
when coming to certain aspects that if I want to be presentable and to be treated in this way, do I continue with that or do I change and do this? So I think how I address myself and how I lay myself and how I do things has got an impact.
That's cool.
In how I will do my things.
That's proper.
There's one guy who once said to me that show me your friends and I'll tell you your future.
Okay.
And it goes the same way. Show me the things that you are doing and I'll tell you your future.
Where you
Basically, that saying says that show me how you are conducting yourself and I'll tell you where you are heading to.
Yeah.
You can't be gallivanting and then expecting that one of the goodies you will be rich.
You're taking
For you to be rich, it means you are doing things that normal people are not doing. When people are sleeping at 10 o'clock, when you are up, if it costs you to sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning, do it. You will have benefits and you will have fruits. So I would say that's that.
Okay. Mr. Producer, we are good. I need to check with you. Okay, no, fine. Time, I need to ask you this question. What has your business taught you about business? Whether about business, the kind of business that you are doing, or business in general. What has being a businessman, being an entrepreneur, what has that taught you about? I know we have touched on some of the things that's being sold, the fiction and all those kind of things. What has it taught you about business? What has it taught you about money? Generally speaking,
let's touch the aspect of money. I used to believe that money is everything.
Okay.
But since I started a business, I've seen that money is not everything. This is a pocket that never gets filled to the right way.
Okay, sir.
Money is something that never gets enough. And I think 2 years ago, that's when I picked up that money is never enough.
Only 2 years ago.
I'm now 6 years into the industry.
Yeah.
And then 4 years later, that's when I realized that money is not everything. Money can push you to do certain things that you're not supposed to do. And at the same time, money can keep you in line. So I would say money is not everything like we normally say.
Yeah. From that concept, yes.
But we have been encouraged that we can have certain standards and certain lifestyles. And they've been contributed by money. But money on its own is not everything. I gave myself time frame that in 3 years time I must be having my own office. I mustn't be working on cars anymore. You go to my work area and you look for me. You find that the office that he's built for himself, it's not for himself. It's for some other people, but he's there getting dirty. I learned that when you get into the entrepreneurship journey, altogether life changes. And if you get into the entrepreneurship without understanding what is entrepreneurship, you are just lost. For instance, I got there being sold that this greener pastures into the automotive. I was never told that you work one car that's going to take 3 weeks. And meaning if you are working constantly on one car that is not giving you anything, you are rejecting other cars. It means you are running a loss.
Running at a loss.
At the end, I was alone. I was not paying anyone. But currently, there's people that I'm paying. Now, if you work on one car throughout for 3 weeks, it means you've run a loss.
Yeah, sure.
So those are the things that I was never prepared for.
Yeah.
I knew that I get in, work on a car, simple stuff. They pay me, they take their car, and then we are done. And then I'm starting to count the numbers on my bank account. That yesterday it was at 3 zeros.
Yeah.
Today it's at 4 zeros, and then maybe next week it's gonna be at 6 zeros.
Yeah.
I had that mentality when I started the business. But truth be told, for the things that I thought was entrepreneurship, they were never entrepreneurship.
Understood.
So since I figured that money is not everything, on the other hand, we have to, if you are a family man, and you constantly work that you can fill your pocket, they'll keep on leaking. The more you fill them, the more they leak. The more you fill them, the more they leak. And by the age of 45, that's when you're going to realize that, hey, man, what have I been doing all these years? I thought that I was a proper entrepreneur, but and I was just an employee like the rest of people. It's the same as you could have stayed at your work area,
get a salary,
less stress, every guy with less stress. So when you get into the automotive, or not automotive especially, but entrepreneurship as a whole, your lifestyle changes. How you treating people, you no longer do that. When you used to belittle people, you know that it's because of those people where your business is thriving. If your business is there, we need to remember that it's because of
these people,
those cars that I used to work. Now I have to uplift and leave them for others to work on them, and now I need to raise the standard to this. And then when you move from this, you need to know that it's because of those scrappy polos. Now you move from this, you go to Mercedes Benz. And when you get there, you shouldn't forget that it's because of the tears, the polos, and all the sorts
that contributed
for you to be where you are.
Yeah.
So how you used to look at people totally changes
as an entrepreneur.
Someone that you used to brag to, that Nake Krieboma 25,000 would come to a workshop and contribute to 500.
And you need it.
And 500, you can do a lot in my space. So seeing people at a certain aspect and at a certain angle changes. You now categorize us as your supporters, and you consider us as your success contributors. And work balance has to tap in. You can't just be working for the rest of your life like you are a heart. There's times where you need to rest. The function of the heart is to pump blood. You're not a heart. You are a human being that has a heart that needs to rest, that needs to spend time with family, that needs to socialize. And before there was none of that, because I was getting the constant salary. So I'm just living my own life without bothering anyone. But at this point in time, I'm the one who bothers people
now.
So when you tap into this, everything changes. If you are a married man that used to live a soft life, things changes. There will be times where you can't provide, and your partner will look you somehow. So those are the things that when I say that everything changes, I mean everything changes.
Like everything changes.
Your parents no longer find you.
There's changes, there's dynamics, relationships, and how people look at you. Everything, my brother.
Life is no longer life. Things changes.
You are no longer living.
So for those that are coming, they should be prepared that they should do the right things before they tap into
that space.
I normally say that for the married people, before you start a business, you should make sure that your partner understands what is support.
By the way, let me cut in. By the way, they say most businessmen, most married guys, when they start a business, most of the times their marriages don't survive that change in life because of the business? Because it takes such a toll in the relationship.
Entrepreneurship, it's something else. And it's not for the faint-hearted. And it's not for the weak. It can find your marriage being stable. And it wrecks it.
Oh my God.
Entrepreneurship on its own, it's a lifestyle.
Right.
So the reason why I mentioned this is because we Ramajida we are confiding to each other. And at times you find that how you thought support is and how you interpreted support, when you get into the entrepreneurship space,
totally different.
It's different. But then when you wanted your wife to support you, when you were working, you knew that there's a guaranteed thing, there's a guaranteed amount that's going to get into you. There's trips that you plan, you do proper planning. But when you get into this, you will disappoint your partner.
A lot. No, we thank God.
Let me just make a typical example. At my household, we celebrate birthdays.
Okay.
I'm not against anyone.
Okay.
But at my household,
we celebrate birthdays. It's the custom of your family. That's what you do.
It's the custom of my family. And I want that when my kids have grown, they should do the same. We celebrate birthdays. Now, us celebrating birthdays doesn't require us to be having plenty. If I budgeted that we can have a cake, and then we have some balloons, and then have a few rents for bride and snacks,
it's a celebration.
We celebrate. We don't have to pitch tents and invite people. So before, I knew that when we celebrate a birthday, a budget of 10K must be spent for a child.
Sure.
But when I got into entrepreneurship space, I realized that 1,000 rand is enough. And one of the disappointments that you will be bringing in is your partner knows that we've got a budget of 10,000. Now we have to plan out of the 10,000, and sometimes it goes above. You find that you spend 15, then you don't have to worry because you've budgeted for it. But when you are into the entrepreneurship space, you find that the very same 10,000 that you had to provide is no longer there. Now, how does your partner look at you? He or she finds that you're just the burden. You're supposed to be burden reliever, but you are becoming a burden
yourself.
Because the things that you used to provide then, you can no longer provide now. So, a supportive partner will understand that we used to live that kind of a lifestyle.
But things have changed.
But because things have changed, now we are here. They will still continue to support you. Support does not only come when there's money. It also comes when there's nothing.
When it's rough.
So the perception of support then, it's no longer the same support that I have currently. So my wife used to support me in terms of doing errands for me.
For you, yes.
There was support to me.
Yes.
But because I've tapped into the industry, the support that I thought it was support, it's no longer the support. I'm expecting her that when I come from work, she should ask that how was work?
How was it today?
Then she knew that even if I don't ask him, but month end, but now things have changed.
It's a different ball game.
It's a different ball game. So if you get a supportive partner, yourself as the entrepreneur, you need to understand what is support.
This guy.
if you can understand or support, what is support? I believe that if majority, I'd say if a lot of entrepreneurs now were to choose, they will tell you that if I knew that I was gonna face with 1, 2, 3, I wouldn't have married.
Oh,
I wouldn't have maybe married then, but I would be married now.
Yes.
I would have built instead of coming to build together.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's wrong to build together, and I'm not against building together, but I'm saying that a lot of entrepreneurs now, if you can go to them and ask them,
they will say,
they will tell you that if I knew only that space, I wouldn't have taken the decision that I've taken
that time
prior.
Yeah,
I would have accumulated and then married. That's how majority of them feels, because the support that they anticipated was not the support that they were getting. So we tend to look for things that are not there. Let me make an example.
Sure.
We all get excited for the wedding day,
of course,
but we're not prepared for the marriage.
For the marriage, it's not the wedding day.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if we could know that there's a wedding day, it means the celebration for the day, and there's a marriage, it means tomorrow she's no longer gonna look the same. The pretty face that I've seen because of the pregnancies is going to fade away. The how she was, it's no longer the same. She's gonna be a different person. If we all could understand that, I think before taking that big step, we would go through an introspection and understand. And it's pity that when God made us, He never gave us and chose for us.
Yeah.
He just gave us the will of choice that you choose. But at the end of the day, if things happen, you don't have to blame me. You need to blame yourself, and you will need to live with it for the rest of your life.
I like this show. Because we have 5 areas of focus, and sometimes, somehow, all our guests so far, they end up tapping into those other spaces, which is very good. Have you ever faced any unhealthy competition in your business journey? Unhealthy competition.
I have, my man. I have. The reason why I'm saying that entrepreneurship is not for the faint-hearted, it's because the competitors that we're supposed to be supporting one another. We're not supposed to be competing that we can drag one another down. We're supposed to be competing that we can better ourselves when time goes by. But the ones that we are seeing that people will badmouth you for one mistake that you've made, and then you'll find that your name is dragged through the social medias. I went through such. I went through things that I think if it was just me and me, I would have quitted.
Sure.
I would have left it
and say I'm done
with this, and then let me rather go and look for something else.
Oh, okay.
There was a time where things were toxic to one guy that I was looking up to.
Okay.
And he's planting certain things into people's mind about me.
About you.
And he's telling people stories that I do not even know of.
About yourself?
About myself.
Yeah.
This guy is saying that I used to spend a lot of time at this area, or at this workshop.
Okay.
And I was not going there because I wanted to copy what he was doing. But I was going there because I found that there's strategic ways in which he's doing his things. And I wanted to see as to how he's doing his things. So he was in the industry before you? Yes. Okay. Because he knows the industry better. I think me not asking him questions, but seeing how he's conducting his business was gonna contribute a lot. And one moment we are good, and next, there's a lady who comes to me and asks me that that guy that you usually go to says that he's the one that does your duties or does your jobs. You are basically charging people.
He's doing the work.
And he's doing the work. And cruel part about it is you don't even compensate him.
Evan.
And he's the one who's assisting you with the diagnostics, all kinds.
Yes.
And I'm sitting there and thinking that this guy is saying all these sorts, and he does not even have a single diagnostic machine. So when people come to my workshop, I will refer them to him because he knows more than I do.
Than you do.
And he knows complicated cars than I do. He's handled situations before.
Referring them in good faith.
So I'm referring them that you go to him. I've done the diagnostic for you. You go to him, and then he will assist you further. Thinking that I'm doing what tomorrow others should do to me. So I'm doing this to him so that tomorrow he should do this
to me. For me.
If he does not have, if he has a client that needs a diagnostic, he needs to refer them to me.
To me, yes.
And then
it's vice versa.
Auto gearboxes, I refer them to him. And I don't even charge them a thing because I know that it's going to charge them. So I'm expecting the same energy.
Okay.
And he's the one that tells people that he's actually doing work for myself. So literally I charge people for free.
Okay.
And I'm not doing anything. So that I found as something that is so toxic. And I found that for the sake of my health and for the sake of my reputation, I think it's best if I detach myself.
Yeah.
And it's best if I distance myself. And ultimately, I will live on my own.
Exactly.
So I expected a lot and I trusted him with a lot of things, and the struggles that I would sometimes go through, I would share them with him.
Yeah.
And later on, when I discovered, I found that for everything that I was telling him and everything that I was doing for him, he would tell to other people.
Oh, man.
So I found him, or I saw him as a mentor, but the moment such stuff faced in, I started seeing him with a backstabber.
Yeah.
I started seeing him with a sellout.
Yeah.
That we decided that this is how we're going to operate our workshops. Whenever you have something that you can't manage, you'll call me and I'll come and assist.
Yeah.
Whenever I have, you'll call me.
I'll call you.
And I'll call you and then you'll come and help.
Yeah.
So we'll do things differently. We've seen workshops being independent, and this other guy is afraid of going to that other guy. So let's do things differently.
Together, yeah.
So having went through that, I found it toxic, and I found myself doubting the industry again. That if the ones that we are looking up to are doing this to us,
then how are we going to?
We can't even pass it over to the coming generation. So that was so unhealthy, and I had to distance myself. And I taught myself that I'm not here to be loved by everyone. I'm not man. I'm not going to be loved by everyone. Not every mechanic is going to be happy that I've got a workshop.
Yes, true.
And not every mechanic is going to be happy that the failures that they had, I can be able to conquer them.
Yeah, true.
And for things that they cannot do, not everyone is going to be happy that I can do. For how I presented my workshop, not everyone is going to. The competitors within the same field, not everyone is going to be happy.
Of course.
Even those that you do trust,
they will let you down.
Happy. Today, because you are helping them, they are happy. Tomorrow, when they've got everything,
stable,
you are nothing
to them.
You've never contributed to the. You are nothing. So I learned that if I can't trust them, I need to make my own things that I can get into this to avoid grudges, to avoid fighting with other mechanics. Let me not fight them, but let us be associates.
Yeah.
Let us associate into this. Let us be one another's helpers.
brother's keeper and
let us be the brothers. Let us be brothers keepers. That
Yeah.
if I can't be able to do it, and I refer someone to you, I refer them because I know that you've got the capability of doing it. You can be able to do it. Now, if you can be able to do it, it means I can't be able to do it. Let me not waste time of doing something that I know that I will never get right, and refer.
When there's another person who can get the job done. Timen, my brother, let's wrap it up. At least for now. You've said a mouthful to say. Anything that you want to say, anything that you want to share, whether it's an advice or it's a warning or it's a testimony, example, opinion, anything that you think you'll want to share with us as we close. Yeah.
To the upcoming entrepreneurs out there, I would say that before having a business, before having a business or before having a mindset of having a business, study the business that you want to tap into, and make sure that before you start the business, there's a structure in place. Structurize your business and have systems in place before that. When you start the business, even yourself as the founder or as the owner of the business, you know that you'll be following that, and then it's going to make things easier for you instead of having to do the back and forth of trying to stabilize the business that is not yet stable. So stabilize the systems before having a business, and once everything is structured, then you can now operate your business without any hiccups.
Yeah.
And another thing is to the guys that are willing to go into the business with their partners.
Okay.
Before you guys fantasize about anything, before you are being sold fictions, make sure that you guys know what is support, and you guys know that what you are to face, it's not only affecting one partner, but it's affecting the both. So prepare yourself beforehand.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Galeboe Khantate. That was episode number 5, Entrepreneurship, the Impact Show. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. We really appreciate what you shared with us. God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.